Hello, welcome to the Climate Challenge. This is the first in a series of videos which will orient you to your resort's Climate Challenge tool. Each time you open the tool, make sure that you enable macros up at the top in this yellow bar here. Otherwise, some of the tool's functionality will not work. Alright, in this video we will discuss the first three tabs in the tool: the Information tab, the Data Collection Plan tab, and the Ski Area Information tab. If you look down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you will see the various tabs in the Climate Challenge tool. The first, starting from the left, is the Information tab. Let's click on that one to start. Awesome! This will be our Introduction and Navigation tab. This tab contains the basics for the Climate Challenge tool. It indicates up top, here, what the color of the tabs at the bottom of the screen mean. Green means the tab is required. In order to fully submit your Climate Challenge tool in the spring for your resort, each of the green tabs will need to be fully filled out. Blue means the tab is optional. The only optional tab in the report is the Data Collection Plan tab, which we will discuss in a minute. Finally, the red tabs are output tabs. This means that they will automatically generate information and data based on what you put into the green tabs. You will not fill out any information in the red tabs, but you can copy data from those tabs for your own use in things like sustainability reports. Great. So those are the basic of tab colors. Let's look a little farther down. Here. Here is a list of the tabs in the Climate Challenge tool. This is a great reference if you forget what a particular tab is for and need a quick summary. And finally, at the bottom here, you can send your completed Climate Challenge submission to this email, challenge@brendlegroup.com. Okay, that's it for the Information tab. Let's move on to the Data Collection Plan tab. Click down at the bottom of the page, or if you prefer, you can click on the navigation menu for the tab that you want. As I mentioned before, the Data Collection Plan tab is optional and it is not required to complete your Climate Challenge submission. This tab is meant to help you plan out where to get the data necessary to complete the Climate Challenge tool, and record the contact information of those who you will be getting the data from. By recording where and who you are getting data from, you can make the process easier in future years because you won't have to start from scratch. You can just open your Climate Challenge tool from the previous year and begin contacting the same people you got data from last year. Or, if you move on from your job and someone replaces you, this tab will help them locate data to complete the Climate Challenge tool in future years. Overall, it is a useful tool that we recommend you utilize. Awesome. Let's shift to our final tab for this tutorial, the Ski Area Information tab. This tab is required, as you can see that it is green down at the bottom of the page. In this tab, you will record the contact information of the person filling out the Climate Challenge tool for your ski area or the primary contact the Climate Challenge team should communicate with. Next, you will need to input the reporting period. There are two options in the drop-down menu, fiscal year and calendar year. This is an important choice. It will determine what time period you will input data for. Make sure to spend some time thinking about what makes the most sense for your ski area. It will likely depend on what your data sources say they can provide prior to the Climate Challenge tool submission deadline. If you end up selecting fiscal year, make sure to indicate the first month your ski area's fiscal year begins. And finally, select either a monthly or annual reporting frequency of your data. You may have monthly data that you want to keep track of using this tool, or you might keep records elsewhere that you want to input as an annual number in the tool. Next, we will need to know your baseline year. If this is your ski area's first year of participating in the Climate Challenge, then your baseline year will be the most recent year that your resort has data for. If your ski area has participated in the past, you will need to check for past Climate Challenge submissions to see what your baseline year was used previously. After that, you will need to select your target year. This is the year your ski area is trying to achieve a certain amount of greenhouse gas reductions by. If this is your ski area's first year, you will use the Target tab, which we will discuss in later videos. You will use that tab to identify a target year and greenhouse gas reduction goal. If your ski area has participated in the past, you will need to check past Climate Challenge submissions to see what your ski area's goal was. Finally, you will input your reporting year. the year from which you will use data for this climate challenge submission, and then sign your name in the electronic signature field here. The electronic signature is a certification that you are providing accurate data to the best of your knowledge. The last component of this tab is the Inventory Progress Checklist up here in the right-hand corner. This is an optional tool that you can use to track your progress on completing the Climate Challenge tool. On each of the required tabs there is a box, like this one, which you can click when you think you have fully completed that tab. Once a box is clicked, it will update on this checklist. That way you can refer back to this tab to make sure that you have completed all of the required tabs before sending your submission in to the Climate Challenge team. Well, those are the first 3 tabs in the Climate Challenge tool. Remember, the Information tab does not require you to fill anything out. It is just a navigation page meant to guide you. The Data Collection Plan is one that is helpful to fill out but is not required to complete the tool. And the 3rd tab, the Ski Area Information tab, is required for your final submission and is important to fill out first, before any of the other required tabs. And that's it. We are excited to have you participating in the National Ski Area Association's Climate Challenge this year, and look forward to working with you to make this incredible program impactful. We can only manage what we measure, and your ski area is making a significant contribution to fighting climate change by participating in this program. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email the Climate Challenge team at challenge@brundlegroup.com, and make sure to check out our other tutorial videos for the Climate Challenge tool.